Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my show. Unlock leadership. Unlock your leadership. The podcast where we grow together, think better, and lead a positive life. Today, today's topic is the power of positive thinking. How to reframe your mindset. Let's explore how small changes in your thinking can create a big change in your life. So, ask the questions with ChatGPT. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope you're doing well. What can I assist you with today?
What does positive thinking really means in daily life?
That's a great question. In daily life, positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about consciously choosing to focus on what's within your control, looking for opportunities even in setbacks, and maintaining a hope. It can help reduce stress, improve resilience, and generally make daily challenges feel more manageable.
How does our mindset affect our success or happiness?
Our mindset is really foundational. If we have a growth mindset, for instance, believing we can learn and improve, then we tend to take on challenges, persist through obstacles, and ultimately achieve more. On the other hand, a fixed mindset, thinking abilities are set to limit us, making us avoid risks or feel defeated easily. So, in short, mindset shapes how we interpret situations, how much effort we put in, and ultimately how satisfied we feel with our progress.
What is NLP and how does it help in changing our thinking?
NLP, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming, is a set of techniques and models that explore the connection between our thoughts, language, and behavior patterns. It provides structured approaches to reframing limiting beliefs, changing thought patterns, and improving communication. By using NLP techniques, people can break negative thought loops, adopt more empowering mental frames, and ultimately shift their mindset toward greater success and happiness.
How can we turn negative thoughts into positive ones using NLP?
A common NLP technique is called reframing. First, you identify the negative thought and ask yourself, what else could this mean? Then you consciously reshape it into a more constructive perspective. Another technique is anchoring, where you pair a positive state like confidence with a physical gesture. So when you repeat the gesture, you trigger that positive feeling. Over time, by practicing these shifts, you create new neural pathways, making positive thinking more natural.
What is reframing in NLP and why is it important?
Reframing in NLP is the process of changing the way you perceive a situation by altering its meaning. Instead of seeing a situation as purely negative, you shift the frame to uncover a positive or neutral angle, like viewing a setback as a learning opportunity. It's important because it gives you agency. You stop feeling stuck or overwhelmed, and instead you find new strategies and possibilities. In short, reframing empowers you to respond more resourcefully to life's challenges.
Can you share a simple example of reframing a negative situation?
Of course, let's say you didn't get a job you really wanted. A negative frame might be, I'm a failure, I'll never succeed. Reframed, you could say this is a setback, but it's a chance to refine my skills, learn from the process, and find an even better fit next time. By shifting focus, you keep your confidence and motivation intact.
How do our words influence our thoughts and feelings?
Words have a powerful impact because they shape how we interpret our experiences. When we use positive intentional language, it directs our focus toward possibilities and solutions, boosting confidence. Conversely, negative words can reinforce fear or helplessness. Essentially, the language we choose acts like a mental filter, influencing how we feel and what we believe is possible.
What is the role of self talk in building a positive mindset?
Self-talk is crucial because it's the constant stream of internal dialogue we have with ourselves. When we consciously guide it towards supportive, encouraging, and solution-focused statements, we train our brain to expect success, handle challenges, and stay motivated. In short, positive self-talk builds resilience and helps us stay focused on growth, even when things get tough.
How can we control negative inner conversation?
Controlling negative inner conversation starts with awareness. First, notice when those thoughts arise without judging them. Then challenge them by asking, is this thought really true? After that, deliberately introduce more balanced or positive alternatives. You can also use grounding techniques like deep breathing or anchoring to interrupt the pattern. With practice, you rewire those inner scripts toward more constructive thinking.
How can visualization improve our thinking and confidence?
Visualization works by activating the same mental pathways that we use when we actually experience something. When you vividly imagine success, whether it's a presentation, a sports performance, or a big goal, your brain begins to rehearse success. This reduces anxiety, clarifies your focus, and boosts confidence because you've mentally seen yourself succeeding. It's like a mental dress rehearsal for your best performance.
Why daily habits can help us develop positive thinking?
Daily habits are powerful because they create consistency and reinforce new patterns over time. When you incorporate small practices like gratitude journaling, affirmations, or mindful breathing each day, you slowly shift your baseline mindset. These habits anchor positive thinking, making it automatic. So even on tough days, you have a foundation to return to.
What are some common thinking myths?
Some common thinking traps include all or nothing thinking, seeing things as black or white, catastrophizing, expecting the worst, overgeneralization, drawing broad conclusions from one event, and labeling, putting harsh labels on yourself or others. Recognizing these patterns is the first step. Once you spot them, you can challenge them, reframe them, and adopt more balanced thinking habits.
How can we train our brain to focus on situations instead of problems?
Training your brain to focus on solutions starts with a habit of intentional reframing. When a problem arises, pause and ask yourself, what's one step I can take right now? You can also practice mindfulness to stay present, which reduces rumination. Journaling or setting small daily goals also helps keep your focus on actions. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to see opportunities rather than just barriers.
What is the connection between emotions and thoughts?
Emotions and thoughts are closely intertwined. Our thoughts often trigger emotional responses. For instance, thinking about future failure can generate anxiety, but emotions can also influence thoughts. A strong emotion might color how we interpret events, making them seem more threatening or hopeful. Essentially, thoughts give rise to feelings, and feelings often guide our next thoughts and behaviors. By being mindful of both, we can steer ourselves toward more balanced reactions.
What is one simple NLP technique anyone can start using today?
A simple NLP technique you can start with today is called the swish pattern. Whenever you catch yourself thinking a negative or limiting thought, visualize that thought as a picture, then mentally swish it away, replacing it with a vivid image of a positive outcome. By repeatedly doing this, you rewire your automatic reactions, so over time, positive images come to mind more easily.
How long does it make to change a negative mindset?
There's no exact timeline since it depends on the person and how deeply ingrained the patterns are. Generally, though, with consistent practice like daily habits, reframing, and positive self talk, people often notice shifts in a few weeks. More lasting change can take months, so the key is staying patient and consistent. Small, repeated actions really do add up.
What final advice would you give to someone who wants to think positively?
I'd say start small and be consistent. Pay attention to your daily self talk and reframe negative thoughts as soon as you catch them. Build positive habits like gratitude, visualization, or mindful breathing. And remember to be patient. Shifting your mindset is a journey, but every step you take toward awareness and balance builds a more positive future.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Such a very outstanding information share with us. And thank you listening to our
You're
your.
I really appreciate that. I'm glad the info was helpful. If you ever have more questions or need to unpack anything else, I'm here to help.
Thank you. So remember, your thoughts shape your life. So choose them wisely. Stay positive, stay strong, and keep growing every day. See you in next episode of Unlock Your Leadership. Jazakallah. Take care.